Oh. Narayana. Hari Om and greetings from Raleigh. What did you do for Deepavali? How did you celebrate Deepavali? The typical answers are, we lit lamps, we ate food, we gave gifts, we organized garbas. Do you think Deepavali's purpose is just to have fun? Because everything I described is fun, right? Firecrackers. Getting gifts is fun. Staying up late for dancing is fun. So one of the most important festivals, utsavas, in all of Sanatana Dharma is just for fun. Deepavali begins on Vijaya Dashami. The day that Ravana is defeated is when Deepavali begins. Vijaya doesn't mean outer victory, it means Vishesha Jayati. It's a special victory that's not outside but inside. And this victory is not facilitated by stuff, anything outside of you. It is facilitated by Vijnana. Vijaya is facilitated by Vijnana. Jnana means knowledge, but when you live by that knowledge, it's called wisdom. Vijnana means wisdom. When I stop believing that I am happiness, and I start to have faith and trust that the only happiness there is myself, yourself, that is a sign of Vijaya. That's where you start to celebrate Deepavali. Deepavali is when you feel lit. In the language of younger people, you feel lit. You feel lighthearted, is Deepavali. It is not about fun. It is about the fundamental. When the fundamentals are strong, then every moment is fun. Like a great cook who knows the fundamentals, every dish is creative. A great athlete who knows the fundamentals, every play is fun. Our course is to try to change our understanding that Deepavali is a holiday into Deepavali is happiness, the experience of enlightenment. Enlighten. Mother Sita has come off that palanquin. Did you all think of a cool word for palanquin? Remember I asked you. She's come off of that palanquin. All of the monkeys and bears are looking at their mother for the first time. Bhagavan Rama says, we have to make sure that you are pure. And she cheerfully goes into that fire. And what Goswamiji says, the pratibimba and the kalanka jare. Pratibimba means the fake Mother Sita. The reflection of Mother Sita. Maya is burned up and the original Lakshmi Devi comes back. The disguised Mother Sita is let go of. The authentic Mother Sita comes back. And kalanka means gossip, negative talk, rumors, that's burnt up. Bhagavan Rama did not question Mother Sita, others did. So thinking big picture, he knows she'll do this, He knows that she's fine. She did this, and now all of that has become quiet. With such purity, Prakriti actually changes its nature. I use the word samskriti with all of you. When I live a life of purity, of giving, that samskaras, then even nature will change. That fire became cooling. Fire burns, correct? But this fire was cooling. Mother Sita felt like she was bathed in chandan. How lovely chandan feels when you put it on your forehead, or if you have been burned and you put chandan there, that's what she experienced, was this chandan bath. This is where our study was completed last week, and I asked all of you, your reflection adventure of the week was to study the stutis from Lord Brahma, Lord Indra, and Lord Shiva. How many of you studied those stutis? Portland. They're a sincere group of Ramayana students. You know, they're 3 hours behind, and they still are always on time to study Ramayana. I'll give you these stutis in summary. Lord Brahma shares about Bhagwan Rama. He says, you are like the sun, but you appear like the sunshine. So deep. You are the infinite, but the infinite appears as a human, with a body and a name. But the sunshine never affects the sun, correct? If I break the sunshine, the sun's not affected by it. That out of love you've come to us, when in actuality you are the infinite. Lord Brahma says, help me to see that creation is not separate from the creator. As long as you think of creation as separate than the creator, you use creation for your own benefit. Like how people think about animals, isn't it? Animals are around for me to enjoy, for me to eat, and for me to wear. But if I start to think of animals like humans, I would never do that. So Lord Brahma is saying, help me erase the separation between creation and you. You are creation. Then Lord Indra says, I used to think that nobody was equal to me. That's typical Lord Indra, Here he's talking about Bhagwan Rama, that nobody was equal to me, but now I realize you're superior to me. Very good, Indra. That it took you this long to realize that. And then Lord Indra says, Kaha karao, which means, what can I do for you? If you study Indra, he's always asking what you can do for him. But in this stuti, he's asking, what can I do for you? Finally, Lord Indra has matured in this way. And then Lord Shiva. And this is important to note because too many of us think that I'm a Vaishnavite. Bhagavan Vishnu's the master. I'm a Shaivite. Lord Shiva's the master. Who's Bhagavan Vishnu's BFF? Lord Shiva. And when I say forever, I mean it literally. And Bhagavan Shiva's BFF is Lord Vishnu. Who are you to think that one is superior when they themselves don't think that? And anyone who thinks this superiority has not studied before. They're just making things up. Correct? But the divinity is in the details where you realize Lord Shankara's stuti. Lord Shankara says to Bhagwan Rama, Udara para mana, your generosity one cannot conceive. Lord Shiva says to Bhagwan Rama, Pranata arati mochana. We all offer arati, correct? What does arati mean? Arati means hardships. And this line is saying anyone who bows down to you, you are their mochana. A mochana is someone who steals, someone who relieves you of that difficulty. Even Ravana, correct? Even Ravana's life spark went back into Bhagwan Rama's mouth. Now, some more important details here. As these stutis are going on, imagine Bhagwan Rama says, Tathastu. And we see that in our movies, Tathastu. So Lord Shiva's praying for this, and Bhagwan Rama says, Tathastu. That will give up his disguise, isn't it? So he never says Tathastu, he mentally does. And I like that detail. He lived just like us. At one point, Raja Dasharatha appears during this whole stuti. Now, Raja Dasharatha has passed away a long time ago. But if you go back to Aranyakanda, Bhagwan Rama shared that Ravana will go tell Raja Dasharatha about his accomplishments. Now, Ravana has died, correct? Where has he gone? The same place as Raja Dasharatha. Imagine, the same place as Bhagwan Rama's father, and he went and said that your son has defeated me. And Raja Dasharatha comes back in his celestial body and just expresses his happiness to Bhagwan Rama and Sri Lakshmana. So lovely, that exchange also. Bhagwan Indra. Bhagwan Rama orders Indra to come with his Amrita. Correct? Because the Devatas have this nectar. So he says, there's millions that are dead here. Sprinkle all of them with this Amrita. So he does. And who comes back to life? Only the monkeys and bears and wolves. The Rakshasas, the demons, their bodies stay on that ground. So Indra is confused. Is this not working? Did someone dilute this? So Bhagwan Rama explains, the last thought of all of these Rakshasas was, me. And as you think, so you become. So they're all with Bhagwan Rama. And all of the monkeys and bears and wolves, remember, they're the Devatas. When Lord Vishnu comes as Bhagwan Rama, they all manifest as these animals. They're already immortal. So Bhagwan Rama says, get up, stop acting. And they all rise. And Lord Shiva tells Bhagwan Rama, I'll see you in Ayodhya. And you may not be as interested in this as I am. Isn't it funny? We say that to people, I'll see you at the grocery store, I'll see you later today. Bhagwan Shiva says, I'll see you in Ayodhya. Literally like friends, they're having this dialogue. So this is where we had studied last. Now, we will complete Lanka Kanda with one more chopai. I'm on the 121st section of chopais. First line of the first chopai, Hanumanji is told by Bhagwan Rama, Prabhu, Hanumata hi kaha bujhai dari badu rupa avadhapura jai. He tells Hanumanji, go ahead to Ayodhya. And who's waiting there in Ayodhya? Sri Bharata. There's one day left before those 14 years are complete. One day. Talk about drama. And Bhagwan Rama tells Hanumanji, go ahead. Because now Bharata knows Hanumanji. That dialogue we already studied. Tell him I'm coming. So this is what's shared here. Now some happenings before this. Who's now Lankeshwara? Vibhishana. Vibhishana tells Bhagwan Rama, you take all of Lanka, all of what's inside of Lanka, but you take me with you. You keep Lanka and what's inside, but just don't leave me. Please take me with you, because he knows he's going home now. Take me with you is what? The king of Lanka is now saying to Bhagwan Rama. And Bhagwan Rama thinks about it, and he says to Vibhishana, Ravana's vehicle, what is that called? The Pushpaka. Who originally owned the Pushpaka? Kubera. I'll tell you more about that. So Bhagavan Rama tells Vibhishana, I want you to take a lot of clothing and a lot of jewels, fill up this pushpaka, this aerial car, and I want you from there to throw all of these clothes and all of these jewels down on all of these monkeys and bears and wolves. So Vibhishana doesn't understand this, but does it anyways. Now imagine millions of monkeys with all of these clothes. What do? Some are wearing it on their head, their shirts are on their legs. The bears have the jewels in their mouth, thinking this is berries. Like an infant would do, wearing stuff all over the place. And what's Bhagavan Rama doing? Laughing with them. They're all laughing because they don't know what's going on. He's also laughing. And there's so much of this I appreciate. Look how fun this is. That's it. Bhagavan Rama was literally just having fun. That all of this, and at a deeper sense, it shows how much of these clothes and jewels are actually worth, isn't it? They're just to be tossed around. Bhagavan Rama tells Vibhishana that I can't stay even a day more because my Bharata is waiting for me. Bharata is my breath. I will suffocate if I don't go back home. And as Bhagavan Rama is leaving, he tells those millions of monkeys and bears and wolves who have been with him for so long that I've only defeated Ravana. Vibhishana has only become the king because of you. Imagine, he's telling these animals, all that is happening, has happened, will happen is because of you. And then he tells all of them, you have to go home. That's a really sad thought. Bhagavan Rama is saying you have to go home now. And I'll explain a little bit more about that. After that vehicle has been cleared, Mother Sita is in the vehicle, Sri Lakshmana, Vibhishana, Hanumanji, they're all in that vehicle. And now they're speeding back to Ayodhya. And along the way, Bhagavan Rama is so happy Mother Sita is with him, he's saying, this is where Lakshmana defeated Meghanada. This is where I defeated Kumbhakarna. This is where we created a Shivalinga and we prayed for your welfare. Like when someone from India comes to America, comes to Raleigh, and you're so happy to show them around. Like when people come to Niagara Falls, I like showing them around. It shows how excited Bhagavan Rama is. He missed Mother Sita. And now they're together and he's showing them all of these sites. This is where we stayed. This is where we found your jewels. This is where we met this rishi. Some of the katha. Now in brief, I'll share some of the Vedanta. What is one of the last lines that we all chant when we offer Om Jai Jagadisha Hare? What is one of the last lines we chant? Tana mana dhana sab kuch hai tera. Right? Everybody knows that. Why do you chant it every week? If you've given it once, why do you keep saying, oh, I'll give it again, I'll give it again, I'll give it again? Once you've said it, correct? But see, we say it, but we don't follow it. So the next week we have to say again. It's like when you borrow something from someone and they say, can I have it back? Yeah, I'll give it to you. Or if you have an appointment and you're writing an important email and you tell them, I'm just coming, isn't it? But they have to remind you 10 times we have to go now. But with Vibhishana, when he says, Tan man dhan sab kuch tera, that's not lip service. He's saying, I don't care about any of that, you just keep me with you. And that shows a strong sentiment of holding on to that which is important. It becomes easy to let go of that which is not. You hold on to iti, you are divine. It becomes easy to practice neti, that I'm just this body or just this name. Vibhishana is a good icon of that. Now when you hear about these animals, smiling, having fun, we keep thinking about kids, right? We all want to be kids because they're happy. But then we think it's not real because they don't have responsibilities. It's easy for Vyasa. He doesn't have to do anything. He doesn't even have to change his own diaper. So no responsibilities, but responsibilities, they're a weight on us. But don't get confused. These animals also have a whole lot of responsibilities, but they're still cheerful. It shows the evolution of these animals. It shows that we can be cheerful with our responsibilities too. We don't have to argue in marriage all the time. We don't have to dislike our boss all the time. Sometimes, but not all the time. So this highlight, when all of these animals hear that they have to go home, imagine how sad they would be. Have any of you organized one of your sons' or daughters' weddings before? It's so festive, right? All of the family is there. People are always waking up and eating and so on. And then the family leaves then. I don't want to say just the girl leaves. It's different now. Nobody's coming from one village to another village. But that whole festivity is over and it's sad. You didn't have to go to work during that time. Bhagavan Rama says to all of these animals, he says, if you remember me, I will be with you. And those monkeys did go home. Those bears did go home. They never depended on the physical form of Bhagavan Rama. They remembered him. That's why you see Hanumanji with. It's not just Hanumanji who did it. All of those animals did remember Bhagavan Rama. For us too, we're so strong in satsang on Sunday mornings, right? Right now you're so in tune with Ramayana. Will you also be in tune with Ramayana tomorrow as you're stuck in a commute, in traffic? Maybe those monkeys are more advanced, evolved than us. Because if we don't remember, then they are, isn't it? They remembered, they went home. When Bhagavan Rama was showing Mother Sita all of these sights, in many places where there are rishis, he actually stopped, got out of that chariot, and gifted a lot to those rishis, to the people who helped him. He never forgot anyone who helped him. Guha will come back, Nishada will come back. Everyone he went back and said, and he didn't just say thank you, he gave them. Vibhishana's given him all of those materials. Bhagavan Rama just kept on giving it, paying it forward. He graced them, he gifted them. I had heard about Sri Ramakrishna. Sri Ramakrishna never condemned anyone. If someone insulted him 99 times and served him once, he would remember that this person served me once. In contrast, if someone serves me 99 times and insults me once, what will I think about? That one insult. And it shows the difference between someone who's less evolved and someone who's divine. Bhagavan Rama never forgot. And Hanumanji went ahead. So with this, we complete Lanka Kanda. And we're not going to study a Chaupai of Uttarakanda, but I want you to get oriented towards Uttarakanda. We have studied that each chapter, each canto of Ramayana is associated with a Moksha Dwara Nagari, a city in Bharat where that is the gateway to enlightenment. And the last city this canto is associated with, Dwaraka. Each canto can lead us to mukti, can lead us to bhakti. In this case, it's Dwaraka. But before I get to that, this is called Uttarakanda, the chapter on Uttara. Uttara means not Dakshina but Uttara. Not south but north. Where is Ayodhya? In the north. Now Bhagavan Rama's journey is north. Uttara also means not Purva, but Uttara. It's not the earlier part of his life, but the later part. He's no longer the crown prince. He is going to be the king. It's the later part of his life. And this is also known as Uttara, not Prashna. Prashna means questions, and Uttara means answers. A lot of the answers we need about Ramayana are contained in this last chapter. A famous dialogue in this chapter is between Kakbashundi, the crow, and Garuda Devata, the eagle. So we'll get to that, but that's why it's called Uttara also. And why this is associated with Dwaraka, if you think about Bhagavan Krishna became a king in Dwaraka. Bhagavan Rama becomes a king in this chapter. When Bhagavan Krishna withdrew his form from creation, what happened to Dwaraka? It went into the ocean, isn't it? The original Dwaraka was built out of gold. The Dwaraka we go to is not the original Dwaraka. That's still underwater. When Bhagavan Rama withdraws his form, all of Ayodhya comes with him. Everyone in Ayodhya goes with him to wherever he goes, to Sake. So some details about Uttarakanda. There are 3 opening prayers, and the first one, Tulsidashi describes Bhagavan Rama coming in this aerial vehicle. It is shared just through tradition of Ramayana that Tulsidashi did have a vision, the darshana of Bhagavan Rama. He saw him in that aerial chariot. You know, if you remember your parents, or if you remember a memory of your child, there's one memory that this is how they were. Like when I think of Vyasa, I have a memory of him, laughing. Not as a baby, or he's crying or walking, but that's my scene or my image of Vyasa. Tulsidashi had darshan of Bhagavan Rama as he's coming back to Ayodhya. Now there's lots more that I wanted to share, but that's okay. We're going to wrap up here. Our session here, I'll chant Om for formality's sake, and we'll continue our studies soon. Nada.